Now I'd like to show you a second construction of a rhombus. My students typically have trouble memorizing the properties of parallelograms and remembering them. So I like to have them construct a rhombus not only using the definition, but using one of its properties. And this construction's quite easy as well. We're going to use the property that the diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. So again, we're going to start with the segment, if there's not one given to us. And this time I'm going to call this segment AC. And the first thing I want to do is construct the perpendicular bisector of AC. Now the students are usually pretty good at this since it's used for several different constructions. So we will just make an arc, and without changing the compass setting, we will now place the compass point at A and make another sweep. And we now have two intersection points that we will call B and D. And let me draw that in. And since this is the perpendicular bisector, we know this is 90 degrees, and this point, the A, let's call this E, AE is congruent to EC, BE is congruent to ED. But what about if I connect AB? Now remember, we want a rhombus which has 4 congruent sides. My question is AB congruent to AD? And why? And yes, it is. As you can see, AB, points B and D lie on the arc that was made with center A. Therefore, this is congruent. AB is congruent to AD. And likewise, since we use the same radius to make this arc centered at C, BC and CD are congruent to each other and congruent to the original sides as well. So this time we started with the construction using a property of rhombus, the perpendicular bisectors, and we're able to complete the rhombus.